It is officially WrestleMania weekend, so let's get to these predictions. We just finished watching SmackDown. I'm gonna try not to do any edits so I can get this out quick, but man, I am excited, bro. I'm excited for all of these matches, all of the stories. They've done such a good job building these up, and shout out to whoever did that video package for the triple threat, because that reminded me of like old school rock music. It got me hyped. It got me hyped, but we'll get to the triple threat in just a second. But let's go ahead and start this off. Night one predictions for WrestleMania. So we'll start off with the World Heavyweight Championship between Gunther and Jey Uso. Now, my prediction is Jey Uso is going to win this. There's no way that you do what you did to Jimmy. There's no way that you have Jey Uso lose all of his other title opportunities, and then you build him up, you make him serious, you have this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan moment where he's seen his family die and his family get destroyed in front of him, and it unlocks something in him. You don't give that to Jey and still have him lose. So I'm going to go with Jey Uso. We will have a new World Heavyweight Champion after WrestleMania, and well-deserved. People forget, Jey put in a lot of work throughout the pandemic, from the original Bloodline, the start of the original Bloodline story, all of the character development. Now, granted, I know how people feel about Gunther, but this is Jey's moment. We will figure out what happens after that, but this is definitely Jey's moment. Next, we have the WWE Women's Championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Let me start by saying, I know this is very personal, and Tiffany took it to a whole nother level, but this is the stuff that makes good television. It reminds me of the Matt Hardy, Edge, and Lita. There was some realism brought in. There was some stuff that was like not kayfabe, where they started bringing in real names, started talking about when Matt Hardy came in and started talking about Adam. That was the first time I ever heard Edge's real name. They brought that whole realism in, but they still worked it. The fact that Tiffany Stratton brought in Charlotte's divorces and her record with that, and we started to really see Ashley be brought in. Like, I love the fact that they took that route for the story's sake. It sucks for the person, but for the story, absolutely, I'm invested in this. And I think I read somewhere that this is a no DQ match. I think I saw that somewhere. With that being the case, I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair. And I know most of y'all hate Charlotte, but I think storyline-wise, first of all, Tiffany Stratton is young as hell. She's got plenty of time. But also, I don't think you have Tiffany Stratton come in and beat arguably the greatest woman of all time in the wrestling, in the women's division. I don't think you have her come in and beat her on the first go. I think that would definitely get more people behind Tiffany Stratton, way more heat on Charlotte for the people who hate her, and then you could just run this back another time. You can get so much more out of this, I feel, if Charlotte takes the W first, and then Tiffany can get the strap back at some point. But I think that this is too good. This is too good of a feud that they've turned it up for it to be a one and done. So I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair. Next up, we got the United States Championship between LA Knight, and Jacob Fatu. This one is tricky because if we go straight up, no shenanigans, no interferences, nothing like that, Jacob Fatu clears. Absolutely. But I am afraid that Solo may get involved and not to help Jacob Fatu. So if this becomes shenanigans, I think that would be how LA Knight wins. And then we would start the feud between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, because they've had some static over the past couple weeks. But I don't know if that's what I don't know if they pull a trigger on that right now. But I'm going to put on record, Jacob Fatu gets the W. I'm going to go with Jacob Fatu. I don't want to put that much stock in an if when it comes to Solo, because I don't know. But straight up 1v1, Jacob Fatu has to win. They've built him up to be an unstoppable force. He is a bulldozer. He's the new Umaga. Solo might as well just go ahead and give him the Samoan Spike. So I'm going to go with that, and we'll see if LA Knight actually retains either straight up or from interference. But I'm going to go, my pick is going to be Jacob Fatu. Next, we have the World Tag Team Championships, War Raiders versus the New Day. The New Day need this. You don't do what you did with the Big E turn, and you obviously has lost some steam just because of so much time. But I think this is a great way to get the New Day back in the limelight. They already have all the heat. Run them as a heel tag team. Thank God. I love the fact that Xavier Woods is saying that. That is hilarious, bro. But I'm going to go with the New Day. War Raiders, for some reason, I know that their NXT glory is not coming back, and they're not really resonating with the fans. And I think I would love to see New Day go on a heel run. Absolutely. So, yeah, we're going to go with the New Day. Next, we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi. And I'm loving the fact that this match has so much story, and there's really nothing on the line title-wise. There's no gold on the line. But I love how this story has just been progressing. Naomi is doing some great work. She's definitely making some people like eat their words, because they were saying that, oh, Naomi she's not going to be a good heel, or this is going to be boring. I think they're killing this. And they're intertwining this with Bianca, which we'll get to her for night 2. But I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be absolutely great for Jade getting her first WrestleMania. And I like the fact that it's not Jade Cargill versus, wait, is this her first WrestleMania? Singles WrestleMania, because I want to say it was the big 3 last year. I think that's what it was. But it's going to be her first WrestleMania, and Naomi is getting some more spotlight. She has her Mania match. I'm loving this. I'm going to go with Jade Cargill, though. Something makes me want to go for Jade. I don't know why. I want to go for Naomi, but something is making me feel like Jade is going to win. I don't know if it's just because Naomi seems like too much of an obvious choice, but it's like my heart is saying Naomi, but my head is saying Jade for some reason. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at Jade Cargill. I'm gonna leave it at Jade gets the W. She's gonna get her lick back, because she definitely she got pushed onto a car. So maybe this will be her getting her lick back, and maybe Naomi just won't be done with her, because this storyline is not stopping at WrestleMania. There's so much more to it. So we're gonna go with Jade Cargill. Next, we have Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, and I'm afraid that this match is not going to happen, because Rey, after SmackDown, shout out to, I think 850 put it in our Discord, he's got carried out. So I don't think he's going to make WrestleMania. What I do think, though, is Rey Fénix is going to take his spot. So I think it'll be El Grande Americano and Rey Fénix at WrestleMania. And if that's the case, I think I'm going to give the dub. I think I'm going to give the dub to Rey Fénix. Again, if there's no shenanigans and there's nothing that alters the match, I'm just going to take a straight up Rey Fénix W if that is the case, and that is the match that they replace it with. And then we got this banger of a triple threat. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the custody of Paul Heyman. You might as well have another ladder match, Paul Heyman in a shark cage match or something like that. But this is, man, they have done such a good job of making this match feel so important, reminding people of the past, reminding people why there's so much invested in this match, and there's no gold on the line. CM Punk's first main event at WrestleMania. The dream is coming true. Seeing Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in a feud, I have loved that ever since the chair shot. When they had that Royal Rumble match a couple years ago, and Seth was trolling Roman with the Shield riot. Anytime these two are in a feud, I absolutely love it. But we gotta go with Mr. Burn It Down. This is some of the best work from Seth Rollins in a long time. And I've said this on stream, and I put this on record. I think we're seeing the beginning of the best version of Seth Rollins. I think this is the genesis to his tribal chief moment, if we wanted to make a comparison. I think now Authority Seth, goated. That's why I got a Money in the Bank briefcase. The GOAT went over there because of the cash in and the heist of the century. But I think this is potentially going to be the best version of Seth Rollins. And I think Seth takes the W and he walks away with Paul Heyman. They've hinted at it a lot over the past couple weeks. And that first promo where Seth came back And he wasn't mad about the contract signing anymore. He wasn't mad about CM Punk getting his main event. He looked like he was up to something. And he was real kind of like kikiing with Paul Heyman. And he did that a lot over the past couple weeks. So it remains to be seen, but I'm going to pick Seth Rollins to win this. I think Seth is the most interesting story coming out of this, leaving with Paul Heyman, Roman and Punk both being turned on by Paul Heyman. I think that's been amongst the wrestling community, but I'm not 100% sure that that is the case. This is what I would like to see, but WWE has been very good lately with knowing what the wrestling community online is saying and finding a way to shit on it, or finding a way to flip it. So I don't know, but I think this is the correct list because I got this list from CBS for the night one matches. If it's not, I'm sure y'all will tell me. But these are my predictions for night one, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this video so it's not too long. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this up, and then we're gonna get our predictions for night two. We will be live streaming tomorrow for AMW. We will be live streaming for NXT Stand and Deliver and night one of WrestleMania. So if you're not, definitely hit the subscribe button. Consider, liking this video, joining the tribe, man. And I will see you tomorrow. And I am absolutely hype about WrestleMania. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Wow. Peace. I can't even talk.